What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lex, and welcome back to my channel. Before I start the video, I want to give my business a big shout out. I'm rocking everything from my new collection right now. Acrylic rings, butterfly faux nose ring, zodiac, yes, big Virgo energy right here, rings. I have some sunglasses in my back pocket. I'm sneaking out on y'all. So y'all have to help me name these. I don't have any names for them yet, so this is the big pink energy, okay? Big purr. Listen. For my ladies that like real small little sunglasses, they got the little small skinny face. Here you go. And with this hair, baby, y'all know I can do anything, everything. I'm feeling myself with this hair, so y'all know I'm feeling myself when I'm looking at y'all over the glasses, okay? So, last pair. And drop some names in the comments that you think I should name these glasses before you click out of this video. And last one, my neon green. I love me a big square. I love me a big square, rectangle, whatever you want to call them. The neon green, slime. I'm going to call them slime. They're so cute, y'all. So listen, I've been working so hard on this launch. I have handbags, zodiac jewelry. As you see, I have Virgo necklaces, all the sign necklaces. I have jewelry, purses, new sunglasses, necklaces, everything. Y'all, I've been working so hard on this, and I wanted to give my business, Siren Fantasy, a big shout out before we started this video. So make sure you go and follow Siren Fantasy on Instagram and on TikTok, okay? So let's get straight into the video. So basically, this video is about how I get myself to feel my best when I get up every day. And what does that mean? What does it entail, basically? So what I do for my daily schedule, essentially, is, so I get up and I turn on a meditation, about 5-minute meditation, 10-minute meditation. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I fall asleep in meditation. So I honestly turn it on for the frequency and I hear the instructor's voice, but sometimes I follow along. Sometimes I just kind of let it kind of get me shaken up in the morning. And I get up and, I kind of always typically say, like, thank you for waking me up this morning. Just as a gratitude to start the day. I've done that for the last bazillion years, okay? Then I get up. I do my skincare regimen, and if y'all don't know, I was having like a huge skincare crisis, and it's finally calming down. Now it's finally calming down, y'all. My face, since I got back from Mexico on my birthday last year, my face literally from that point on when I got back to now has been like acne prone all through here. And I finally decided to go ahead and go see a esthetician and start getting some routines better and get my face cleaned out, so maybe we could just go from there. But I digress. So get up, I do my meditation, I brush my teeth, I do my skincare regimen even before my workout because I just like my face to feel clean. So I have a whole like extensive nighttime and daytime routine for my skincare because at the end of the day, it's a self-love thing for me. So I take pride in doing all of those steps each and every day to help my skin get better. And within that September range to now, my face did clear up. And then obviously stress and like other triggers have been really making my face like inflame. And that's one of the things I've realized when I get really stressed out. I'm honestly dealing with the aftermath of like scarring and like occasional bumps here and there. So I do realize that I have to keep my stress at a minimum, or my face and my stomach are the two triggers for me that I can tell something's wrong. And so after I do the skincare, I start to go get my pre-workout and my chlorophyll water. And I've been drinking chlorophyll water for like probably over a year now. I enjoy it. I love it. I like it. Whatever. You can tell me it has no nutritional value. I don't really care. I still like to drink it every single morning. I like to have my green juice. So I pour my chlorophyll into my pre-workout, mix that up every single day that I'm working out. And if I'm not working out, I just drink simply chlorophyll water because obviously I only really drink water like 99.9% of the time. I'm not a soda person or anything like that. And I honestly don't drink. On special occasions I do, but like I'm not just like a recreational drinker now. So that's kind of been like my new life since probably 2 or 3 years ago. So I do that, get my pre-workout, and I get ready to work out. As y'all know, I was working out every single morning on TikTok Live. I have taken about a month hiatus, and I can say sometimes I just want to work out, you know, in my own peace and things like that. So I'm okay with the break that I'm taking. I'm just like, because I work online, sometimes I'm overwhelmed. Like I'm like feeling like I'm always just online. So being able to now just kind of unplug, get the workout that I really, really need. Even though on TikTok, I still go hard. Like there's no fake, no fallacy on it. But I do enjoy my little morning yoga. Like I do about a 10 to 12 minute yoga little routine. I follow different instructors, YouTube, Peloton app, whatever one I do. So I start off with that. I do 10 to 12 minutes of yoga every day just to stretch my body, to wake me up. And then I dive into my workout, either it's resistance training or whatever I'm doing. And then I go ahead and, y'all, if you seen like my shower cart, like a college dorm, I have like this huge metropolis of stuff because it can't all fit in the shower. So I really do like my bath time. So I have body polishes, sugar scrubs, honey pot products. I have coconut oils and, you know, nice moisturizing lotions and things like that, and all my skin scrubs and things like that. So I really take my time in the shower. You know, I really try to, they always say like romanticize your life. So those are some things that I do, that I've been formulating those habits to just kind of give myself a nice flow when I get up in the morning. And sometimes I can say having like a strict routine and then, you know, getting stuck in that can kind of mess up the flow of life sometimes. But I don't know, y'all. I'm Virgo and I have a lot of Capricorn in me. So I do crave a routine sometimes, especially my morning routine, because I don't like to feel discombobulated in the morning and I don't like to rush. So if I get rushed, I get really, really anxious and I get upset. Like it's going to go from anxiety to and to refrain from that, we're just going to have some kind of system going. I said, that's so funny. So yeah, so after that, after I work out, go ahead and shower, do my thing, and I eat my breakfast. And I can honestly say throughout my whole transition of moving, it seems like I get into a flow of my normal nutrition plan, then something knocks me off. And it's like I'm in this constant state of trying to stay balanced in my food. And especially because since moving here, I mean, in Atlanta, I did go back and forth a lot, but my whole common denominator was I will be back to my home for lunch. I will be back to my home for dinner. Like, there was no excuses. A lot of times here, I'm out the whole day. Like, it's to the point where I'm like, by the time it's dinner time, I'm ready, like, on the verge of passing out. It's so funny because yesterday, I was so hungry for dinner. Like, I was so ready for dinner. Like, I was like, and they were like, dang. And I'm like, and I hate that because I feel like I just had a better system. I had more space. I had everything. Like, it's different when like everything is yours. So I feel like I still don't have a system, but I'm trying. And if one meal goes right, it will always be breakfast that goes right. And just eating more, because one thing I realized once I was out on the go, I was eating one meal a day, and then my health started to just like go down and down and down and down. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I didn't come this far in my journey to just start digressing. And I understand that life happens, but I do like to hold myself accountable. And sometimes I'm a little hard on myself, but my health is important to me. And I don't want to digress so far back that it just seems virtually impossible to just be normal in my routine and in my diet. which it was feeling, but I'm getting there. Like, I've been consistent these last 2 weeks. I've been doing everything. Like, I'm proud of myself. I'm exhausted, but I'm proud of myself. I've been waking up. I didn't even tell y'all. I've been waking up 3 hours earlier. You're probably like, girl, like, what time did you wake up? As you know, I'm an entrepreneur. Not giving it an excuse, but like, sometimes I feel like if I don't have to be up, why would I force myself to be up? I'm not a morning person. Sometimes I am. Some days I'm just like, I'm really tired. But I say I'm not a morning person because I go to bed so late, and somehow I am a morning person. Let me take that back. I am a morning person. It's just when I don't get sleep, I get grouchy. So I usually go to bed around 2 to 3 a.m. every single night. I am so productive at nighttime. It's ridiculous. And then with knowing that, you would think I would take a nap, but then if I take a nap, I'm going to be up even later. So I usually get up around 10, but now I'm getting up at like 6:37. And I'm okay with it because I wanted to really, really make that change. And though it's been hard and I'm pushing and I'm on my second week of doing it, you know, as you continue, it gets easier. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that because, whew. And let me think. So I do my breakfast. I start doing my work, y'all. I honestly could say recently, over the last like 2-3 months, I've taken on more than I initially thought. So trying to organize time, having good time management is like, I'm still struggling and I'm still trying, but I've taken on a lot of tasks, relaunching websites, relaunching my sunglasses. I have two businesses, so like they're both having launches like in days from now. So I'm getting really, really proactive, and I have so many engagements. So I realized I bit off more than I can chew, but I'm going to take it day by day. Just like I also realized I don't really like working that hard. Like, I've worked myself to the bone for like most of my life. Y'all, why would the lights go out on me? Silly timer. So yeah, I've worked myself to the bone for like most of my life. I spent most of my 20s in the kitchen, 2 jobs, driving Uber. I mean, just working myself to the bone. And like, I've come to a point in my life where I have to find strategies and other routes to generate income with less wear and tear on my body. I can't keep doing this. Like, so that pressure from that alone is like, ugh. But also on top of like getting my fitness in, you know, squeezing in time to be with friends, because I told you guys I was dealing with depression really, really deeply. And, you know, of course, you don't really realize that you're depressed until like you're like in it, like deep, and you're looking around. I'm like, dang. But I've been coming out, and I've been being the initiator for going out, inviting my friends out, inviting my sisters out, and trying to spend time with my nieces and nephews. And I can honestly say, like, I have been on the go since September, like nonstop, and just kind of like a little full of anxiety. Like, you know, I just don't like to sit on my butt, but also that's my biggest thing is like, I can't stay still sometimes. So honestly, my priority right now is to maintain my health, to get my businesses together, and figure out how to make more money in less time and less energy with my body. I can't be beat myself down. So again, so these are some of the things that I do day to day, every morning and midday, like just preparing my meals again and drinking water. That's all I drink, and trying to get some social engagement, because sometimes that's all you need. Not all you need, but that's sometimes you just need. Like, I see my friend the other day, and I hadn't seen her in about a week or two, and I was just like, it just felt so good to see you. And sometimes, you know, you just need a little girl talk, or you need something like that. I was feeling good. I was just like, girl, like, I mean, I did a lot. Like, I went bowling with one of my friends. We had a good time. We had oysters. Um, we had oysters. We had crabs. We just had a good time. Like, it was three of us. So one of my friends, she had went off to go to a game night. Then we went bowling. We played at the arcade. I mean, just, I'm a person that likes to just be different and just like just do all kinds of crazy stuff, axe throwing, whatever. I like to do different stuff. And I can honestly say, like, throughout the depression, I was not engaging with people like very much at all. I knew my energy was very melancholy, like I was very, very somber, and I didn't feel like myself. And a lot of times I still don't feel like myself at times. So I'm not the person that wants to bring the Debbie Downer energy, or not even a Debbie Downer, just the sad energy to a high vibrational environment. If I'm sad, I definitely go in my corner. But that's not always best. Sometimes you just need to have some people push you out. And I have a friend that does it all the time, like all the time. Like if I'm sad, my friend literally just be like, let's go do something fun. Like, what I'm saying? Just shake up the energy. And like, if I'm talking about something sad for too long, they always switch the daggone conversation. I used to think that they were cutting me off, but they weren't. They're not cutting me off. They're like trying to change the subject so I could be happy again. It took me a long time to realize that. But yeah, so these are some of the things that I do. And I've been getting back into my swing of like doing like Kundalini yoga at nighttime and just switching up. Like I just search on YouTube and Google and in books. I go to Barnes and Noble and just kind of like, I play with the energy. Like I just kind of try out different things and look up different things, like more astrology, astrocartography, whatever it's called, cardology. Like I just look up stuff. Like I really kind of just do things to fill myself up. Like, because when the interest comes, I just kind of just flow with it and let it vibe and let it go. And not necessarily just pinpoint myself down in one thing. I still do go back to pole classes. But one thing I want to say about that is I've been inviting, I'm not even going to say I've been inviting people. People have been asking me to come to my pole classes, right? And I realized something. People are asking me to come to my safe space. And recently I had an issue with someone close to me. They came to pole class, and just to sum it up, they didn't have a good time. And this is the second time that they came. And, I just was like, I don't think it's a good idea for them to come back again, but I'll just try again for good measure. And I could just tell how the energy was going to go. And it went bad again. And it turned into a big argument. And I'm like, I was talking to somebody and they were like, if this is your safe space, do not invite anyone else to it or let anyone else come to it. I said, baby, I was 10 steps ahead of it. And that's the thing. People always ask me. And I've had no issues with certain people. But honestly, I've come to a point where I'm okay with doing things that I'm passionate about, sometimes alone. Like going to groups that I don't know anyone and just trying it. I'm okay with it. And I just realized like I'm at a point in my life where I'm not sacrificing my integrity, my voice. I'm not going to shut it up just to keep the status quo. And that was my biggest thing in my life. For most of my life, I just used to talk a lot of trash, but the trash talking was the truth. That's the problem. The trash talking is the truth. People get mad at the truth, but obviously it's the delivery, whatever you want to say. I'm a little sarcastic. But then I tried to tone it down to try to keep friends, and essentially I kept the wrong company. And like I said, at the point in my life, I'm not forcing friendships, relationships, or anything. I'm kind of just going with the flow of life, and who comes and goes. Life is about gaining and losing people, whatever. I get it. Everybody has a reason. See, I'm trying to take it not as just like a grain of salt, because I still do value people, but I'm not going to give up what makes me happy or my voice for anybody. And I can honestly say over since I moved, I've learned so much internally. Not saying that I apply to everything, but I've learned so much internally just about just life and me and everything. And I've had issues with going to therapy. Not that I don't want to go. It's just like I have not met a good match for me. And then I've kind of come to terms with it. I'm still actively searching, but every time I try, I'm not successful. But, again, I still encourage my friends and everyone to get therapy. And I hope that in the near future that I can get a therapist that clicks with me, like that gets me and meets my needs. Like I really, really want one. Like, and I paid hundreds of dollars to do it. And like the therapist was treating me like a number. And I was livid. And I asked for my money back. You know, people are so vulnerable and people are hurting and things like that. And the last thing they want to feel like is they already got to go to a stranger. But now the stranger is acting like, hey girl, like, ugh, I don't want to be here either. I'm not doing it. So I've come to terms with maybe this was a time for me to look internally and learn what I need to learn, sometimes alone and through other voices. And I want outside opinions that are for the betterment of me, not from everybody, but from trusted sources and licensed therapists. I don't want opinions from everybody. I don't care about that. But you know what I'm saying. So again, still seek help. So these are some things that make me feel better. And I know I've sidebarred a couple of times. I even wrote this down and I still sidebar. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is like my daily routine. I kind of just cultivated that. And nighttime routine, same thing, skincare, brush, floss, you know, mouthwash, put my bonnet on. Like I play my meditation music or frequency music. I write in my journal. I have a daytime, nighttime journal. So getting back into journaling, I mean, even though I can't do it every single day. Sometimes I'm like, I know I need to write, but I don't. But when I do write, I might make up for the 3 days. And sometimes, you know, you gotta meet yourself in the middle. Like, even if it's not every day, every other day, something every 3 days. I'm meeting myself in the middle because I've committed to a lot and, you know, I can take it as I come. So that's all I had to tell y'all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful March. Like looking at all the astrology and stuff like that, right? And I was looking at everything and they were saying like March and April are these big magnifying like breakthroughs. And the only thing I'm gonna say is when I was walking in the house yesterday, I was like, this is a time where I'm dangerous. And I'm not talking about like crazy dangerous. No, I'm talking about this is the time. These moments and this energy is what makes me feel like I could take on the world. This is the energy like that just makes me want to go after things. And like I realized I stopped dreaming. Like I used to have these wild, crazy like dreams. Like I'm not gonna tell you my dream, but I had like really grand dreams and like I've been like fantasizing about a couple of things and I'm excited to see if when they come true, if it's in alignment with me and if it comes true. But like I know this is my season, you know. Sometimes your life has to enter complete chaos for you to start to move into your next season. And I know that I'm ending a cycle. I've gone through so much this past year and I've shared and expressed with you guys just some surface things, but to be vulnerable enough to tell y'all that I was going through depression and tell you I've cried every day and stuff like that. It took a lot of guts, but also through it all, through 2022 and to infinity, I just want to remain authentic. I digress. Y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all be safe. Y'all be beautiful. See y'all.